We've probably just upset a whole heap of MGB owners.
Oh, well, I've been doing that for years. Being a Triumph bloke, that's not second nature.
Very good. So we have 8 laps of this event. Engines are raised and start, and the Porsche going.
Again, yes. Did that this morning. Leapt out of the hole and off he goes. In fact, Barber in the third from the third grid position also had a great start, but not good enough to beat Di Bartolo in the big rumbling Corvette as it rumbles back. And another rumbling Corvette isn't rumbling. CR3A in the middle there. GD6, a lovely looking Sprite up the back with a hard top, and there it is.
Yeah, he's come to a stop here on the start finish.
Narkovic, he had a bit of trouble this morning too, so
I think they'll be able to hook onto him and get him out of the road fairly quickly from where he is.
So there we have the Meyer brothers again. We keep mentioning them. Meyer wouldn't have a look at that. Yeah. There's I can't remember what his is an MG midget, right up the tail of a Porsche and giving him plenty of trouble, and in front of another Porsche. and behind the other Porsche's his brother.
Yep.
In car number 13, also in an MG midget, 1310cc. His brother's only got 1275. So he's got an advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. Huge advantage. Well, maybe not.
And a 928 and a D Tommaso. You don't see many of them around.
Absolutely not. Well, there wasn't very many made in the first place, I don't think, Bob. And
Michael Byrne in his Lotus Super 7, leading an Alpha and another midget.
Of course, the Di Tommasos were made out of that wonderful steel that the Italians imported from Russia that came complete with inbuilt rust. So they tended to suffer from the rust rather badly.
John Geist in the 2000 we're watching.
Yeah, we were talking of him earlier, and running a very good run there in front of another MG.
Yeah, Blake Hotz from New South Wales is giving him a bit of curry through all the corners.
And of course, a little bit of difference in the engine capacity there too.
Yes.
1293 as opposed to 2 litre. Twitching it up, trying to find a way down the inside. All over the number plate, well, where the number plate would normally be on the back of the 2000.
So good dice there with just trying to pick up another midget, I think. Sprite behind them. There's Meyer in front of the Porsche.
Looked as though car 21 was going to try and make a pass down the outside there too, but we've cut across on the TV screen to cars further up the front. This great battle between 2 MG midgets and 2 Porsches.
Yeah, Webster being in a mayo sandwich.
Yeah. Mayo and not mayo.
It's as we said this morning, these 2 midgets go ridiculously quick.
A couple of very, very good steerers.
Oh, yes, yes.
Makes a big difference to a fast car, makes it even faster. As they disappear around the sweeper again, working hard at the wheel, looking for any mistake from the car in front. There's every single one of them. Oh. Tries to make the dive down the inside line disappeared very quickly.
That's his brother Simon.
Yeah.
Well, this is a great dice, and it's a dice for third.
Yeah, they're
4 of a minute.
All having a good dip.
Because there's the Corvette of Di Bartolo that we just saw in camera, so they're not that far behind him. In fact, they're only about 22 seconds.
Yeah, Porsche tries down the outside of Meyer. It can't make it. Outside's not going to work. Meyer is fast and wily. Knows that how to close the line off and just keep the right spot. Now what's going to happen at the end of the front straight? The Porsche is going to dive down the inside. Meyer can't do anything about that. Does the Porsche make a mistake? Holding on.
Two brothers nearly have it coming together.
Yeah, and number 1 misses out. Number 13 slips through.
Wow, yes.
Go on, bro. Oh, out in the dirt. He's trying every little bit he can to keep right on the tail of that Porsche number 7.
So we went from Porsche midget,
Porsche,
midget.
And at any moment we could end up with midget, Porsche. Don't Porsche my midget off the track.
So, as I said, this is the dice for third.
And what a dice it is.
Yes.
Got a few legs, extra legs as they head up the back straight though, the Porsches. And the Myers brothers will try and come back. Damien in front of Simon.
Which is the reverse of this morning.
Yeah. Simon will be trying to rectify that situation.
Certainly will. I don't know what they're like off the track, but I don't think there's much lost on the track.
I think there's a great deal of respect though. There's no body tapping going on, so it's all good.
No.
I'm not sure whether the result and positioning on the track means head of the table for the rest for the rest of the week at home at dinner. But,
well, Damien very close to Webster then, but over we go to Blake Holtz again, and
he's trying just a little bit too hard there. Maybe not
his midget
getting the car on the best of lines. And here comes that Datsun 2000 again, car 61. John Geist pedaling that car really well. Here we go, MGB Versa Alpha. Down into the old turn 1.
John Floyd in the Alpha.
Alpha GTV. Beautifully presented car.
Yeah. There's one of the two 928s, followed by a Triumph TR3A, and either a midget or a Sprite, an MGB, and the Alpha. So there's a mix for you.
Absolutely.
6 cars, all different.
Manufacturer's soup out on track.
Andrew Gibson in the TR is an SA car. I'm one of 2, so he's doing very well. One of the oldest cars in the race.
Yeah, really good to see that we've got plenty of competitors from all around Australia. This I see the collegiate not here, but Daryl Hanson.
Oh, a fire!
Ooh,
number 2, which is
just exhaust.
Di Battalo. He thought he was a rotary there for the moment. The flames were coming out of the exhaust. But there we go again.
Both sides too, I might add.
I think he's trying to crank it over and start it.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow, that looks like...
Here we go, we've got the replay coming up. A lot of tyre squeal in the background. There he is.
Going backwards.
Spins it all around. He's down here. And we have the safety car out on track.
Yeah, well, they've pulled him out of the way. He's right opposite us, Phil.
Oh. checkered flag
Oh, there's
next
the
time
checkered
by,
flag.
and there we go. Checkered flag is
Seabrook
out.
wins
Seabrook
easily.
wins.
Let's see what happens with the Mayors. There goes Barber.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's been a change of position further back. The Mayor is back in front of Brother, and a Porsche to boot. So.
Yep, well, Barber second, Simon Mayer third, Webster fourth, and Damien Mayer fifth. So again, the MG Midgets proved very, very successful. And Mike Byrne comes up in sixth in the Lotus Super 7.
Yeah, good effort from the Lotus Super 7.
Yep, and then Walstab, Jackson, Harrison, and Holtz. They're the top 10. Well, a great race, great. I'd love to see the various makes of cars all mixed up. You know, we've got Porsche. What's actually two Porsches? Yes, of course, first and second, but then. Well, we just find out that isn't the. There was an issue with the checkered flag.
Ooh.
They're still racing. Hence the speed of the cars down the straight. They haven't slowed down. There's the checkered flag. Now, if you're confused, so are we.
Yeah.
But our director, I'm sure, will keep us informed with what the hell happened.
Yeah, I see there's still a couple of safety vehicles out there at the big Chevy that was belching flames from the exhaust pipe, so, and looking underneath, so maybe that's a little bit of what's going on. So we might just take a moment now to throw to an ad, and we'll be back with you shortly.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird.
Oh, that's mine.
The Combi for when we want to get away. The XR8.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannon's,
We've also got Shannon's home and contents cover.
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools and memorabilia in the home and garage. If you're motoring enthusiasts like us, it's got to be.
Shannon's.
Shannon's, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 13 46 46 for a quote.
We all agree now is the right time to start making choices to support Aussie businesses, supporting Aussie families and communities. Well, from their humble beginnings in Melbourne nearly 100 years ago, Penrite now sit as a truly respected global lubricants brand across automotive and industry. And the best bit, it's still 100% owned by an Aussie family that employs Australians in Australian factories right here on Aussie
Nice car,
dirt.
those Capris.